Happy Saturday, everybody. Hope you've all been enjoying the Magic the Gathering in Bloomburrow. And this week, the community poll winner was Boros tokens by a landslide. So this one, if you haven't bumped into it yet, you certainly will soon. It did really well in the Standard Open in Japan. This list was similar to it, but not exactly the same. So this one, every week what I do is I post Mythic decks that were successfully piloted into Mythic and had at least 50 matches and at least a 60% win rate. So this one was piloted by BO1 and had a 77% win rate for 70 and 21 to hit into Mythic. So looking at the stats, it looks pretty well positioned. You've got a lot of early interaction like Elspeth Smite, Torch the Tower, Get Lost, Lightning Helix. These are all really useful tools against Mono-Red Prowess. And then you have some life stabilization with Carrot Cake, and you're just kind of creating these tokens. So Caretaker's Talent gives you a card every time that a token enters the battlefield, which works really nicely with Urbrask's Forge. And I kind of actually want to see this as 4 copies personally. But this combination, I think, really representing the core of the deck and helping it against mono black discard so that you're, constantly drawing cards. You also have some mid-range stabilizers, so like you have the life gain off of Carrot Cake and the Lightning Helix, but also Beza can give you the 4 life if you have less life than your opponent, and as well create the 2/1/1 fish tokens if you have less creatures than your opponent. Archangel Elspeth is a way to get around Sunfalls from like Domain that don't hit Planeswalkers. Then you can continuously pump out these little 1/1 soldier creature tokens that then draw you a card. Or you can put the +2/+2 lifelink counter and gains flying. Sorry, not a lifelink counter, a flying counter to be able to get kind of your evasive threats through. And then we have the Sunfall and the Temporary Lockdown to help up against the go wide strategies of like Boros Convoke and its kind of new replacement Selesnya Rabbits. So once again, I'll be showcasing some games. I don't cherry pick, so if we go 0-5, I apologize, but I'll do my best to not make mistakes. And I haven't been playing as much of the meta as I would like. I did just recently get a new job, so Magic's kind of been taking sitting on the sideline a little bit. I still think I'll at least gonna try to hit double Mythic, really close to hitting Mythic in draft. And should probably get that this week. Going to be competing in the Arena Open, as always, tomorrow, trying to get that sweet, sweet cash money. And so anyway, hope you enjoy. Thanks for being a part of my community. And let me know what's been working for you in the archetype. If you've got something, an alternative build. I know that during my community deck tech, we were talking about like Parting Gust being able to combine nicely with Beza. Same with the Starfall Invocation that's able to get the Beza back by giving them a card. Lots of room to explore in this archetype, so enjoy. Uh-oh, we're up against Bolt the Bird. If they know to Bolt the Bird, we're in trouble. All right, just some old Magic jokes for you. Okay, Hopeless Nightmare. So, okay, we're up against the discard deck, which is going to struggle against the Urbrask's Forge. I really don't want to ditch any of my lands. Beza could be really nice to be able to draw again. Carrot Cake, maybe the... see if they follow up with the Warlock. I'm trying to remember what like creatures the discard deck is running. Could just go with getting rid of my one thing of removal. I could definitely be wrong. Oh good, we've got another Urbrask's Forge. So, oof. Okay, luckily we have the second Urbrask's Forge because they need the duress for that. Okay, there's the Hopeless Nightmare. It's between Beza and the Carrot Cake. I think I'm going to go with getting rid of the Carrot Cake, although it does help us scry. I think Beza's looking pretty good here for giving me a card draw if they continue to hate on the hand. So they have to take the Lightning Helix here, which means we will get the Urbrask's Forge down, which is a problem for them. I guess I just use this Lightning Helix instead of letting them take it. They already know my hand. So that was pretty excellent for us. And they might be able to make me discard Beza, which, if they do, then that's okay. Because we got the Forge down. Now, if we get the Caretaker's Talent, we get a card draw off of every single one of the Forges, and that will help us seal the deal. So, we did it. We got the Forge down. GG. Okay. Tap land. We don't have anything on turn 1, so that's fine. Then we can play the Pain land if we want. We don't have anything. Well, I guess Lightning Helix. We could play the Plane so we don't get burned by playing our Lightning Helix. And Valley Might Caller, so this is probably a Selesnya Rabbits build. So we've got land 4, so I don't... Yeah, Temporary Lockdown looks like a pretty good tool for this deck, this matchup. Okay. Now, since we have the Temporary Lockdown, I'm not even certain that we're supposed to Lightning Helix here, because it answers both of these. So I think I'm just going to pass here and then wipe the board with the Temporary Lockdown. We can Lightning Helix if it looks like we're going to just take an obscene amount of damage. Maybe I'm supposed to Lightning Helix the Quest Caller so that there's less life gain, but I think I want to do it after the Temporary Lockdown. Okay, Paw Patch Recruit, very good. We're not targeting anything, so that's excellent. And we get, oof, beautiful. They're not even slightly playing around the Temporary Lockdown. Do I want to save the damage? I think I'm going to hold on to it. We're going to take 6 this turn. But I think they're going to be pretty controlled here. Okay, so now as long as they don't have a Get Lost or some form of enchantment hate, we should be okay. Okay, hop to it. That's pretty good. We could Carrot Cake and hold up Lightning Helix. They're probably going to play a card that we can shoot either with the Get Lost or the Lightning Helix. Could also just play Beza, because we get... Oh man, I guess Beza is just too good to do here. Because we get the 1/1s, we gain the 4 life, like... It's pretty excellent. I just think they're going to play something that's going to pump all of the rabbits for +1/+1 or something. Yeah, there's the Quest Caller that we could have shot with the Lightning Helix if I had gone with the Carrot Cake. So... And we've got 5 mana. They might even block the 1/1s. Let's see, how do I win this? Let's just go with... I guess instant speed on the Quest Caller. Could get punished by like a Snakeskin Veil or something like that. But they could already have that. So let's just go with Carrot Cake and hold up Lightning Helix and Elspeth Smite. Ooh, Sunfall. I mean, I feel like that's pretty much another way for us to win this game. Okay, Burrowguard Minter is pretty big. I could save the Lightning Helixes even further if I'm just going to Sunfall everything. They get a Scry off of this. But I feel like let's let them develop the board. I feel like 2 Wraths should do it against the Selesnya Rabbits. So I could attack here, but then I get a smaller I get a smaller token, so Phasa did its thing. It stopped their pressure. Now we get attack in with a 9/9. If they play another hop to it, I guess that's the one weakness we have. Wearing Guard is easily destroyed. Yeah, so let's just go with the Lightning Helix and then animate the 9/9. GG. Selesnya Rabbits. Alright, we finally get the Caretaker's Talent. So not looking as good as our other hands, but we do have the Fountain Port plus Sunken Citadel, which was a combination I forgot to point out in the beginning. This allows you to tap for 2 mana, but only spend it to activate land sources, which works nicely for making the Fountain Port cheaper. So this one's a little bit more of a grindier one because we've got the Sweeper, and then we've got the Caretaker's Talent plus the Fountain Port to create the 1/1 tokens. I guess we'll just get rid of the tap land out of hand, and deck is mostly white, but we already have 1 white. I guess I'll go with white. Could be right to do red. We do have Urbrask Forge and Lightning Helix, so nothing double pip though. So in a pinch we can use the Forge. And we just don't have a turn 2 play, so let's just play out a Surveil land. This looks like maybe we're actually on a mirror match. I think we can make things happen with 4. Unless we need it for the Fountain Port. Let's see. So the Fountain Port needs 3 mana. So that will be 2, 3. Yeah, we already have that. So I think let's just get rid of that. Since we already have 5 lands in hand. Okay. So card draw, when this becomes class 2 is when it copies a token. So I think it's okay to just go here. I don't think we need to play the Fountain Port until we're like ready to pop out some tokens. Soul Partition, okay. Very good. Okay, so this is a mirror match. We need our Get Lost. They're running Mirrex, not Demolition Field. Still think I'm going to go with the Planeswalker. Can be a decent enough threat. Alright, so we know that they're going to be playing some form of Wrath. So I think I like just playing out the Caretaker and make another token to draw a card. See here, they can pay 3 and tap this to create a 1/1, which would answer this. Still think I want to do this. I guess there's no reason to do it pre-combat. Six returns everything, that doesn't matter. Although it does work with the Carrot Cake, so it's a nice synergy. Could just start attacking in the air with it. But I think I like card draw against a potential Wrath. So let's attack here. And then make another token. Okay, so they went with the Might. That's fair. Okay, so they beat us to the Forge. This would be one that would be nice to have Lauren of the Third Path in the mirror match. I don't think I'm going to block either of those. I think we'll just take the 2 towards Archangel.
Light will outlast you.
Okay, it's still alive. Oh wow, they had to burn a lot to answer that. And Temporary Lockdown does not answer this. So we can start... So this only triggers once per turn. And maybe just upping this to the next level is good with the lifelinkers. And then we can start just like triggering a bunch of those. It's good as long as they don't have removal. Because they're going to start hitting for a fair amount of damage. But we're swinging in for a lot of lifelink. So we'll see. They haven't hit a temporary lockdown yet. That temporary lockdown would really set us up for being in trouble. Okay. And this is why I want 4 copies of the Urbrask's Forge. It would be nice here. I think my best bet is to just keep pumping out tokens. So Fountain Port. I feel like I can Fountain Port to create a fish. Draw a card. Okay, we gotta get lost. Ooh. Caretaker's Talent or Urbrask's Forge. One of those needs to go, like, right now. And then do I also want to play a Carrot Cake? Because if I do, I want to play out a non-tap land. Alright. I think... Oh, well, that's easy. I can't destroy the Forge. So we'll blow this up. I guess we could have waited for them to sink more mana into it. Well, that's pretty good if they animate the incubator token. We do have the ability to just temporary lockdown, though, but I'm not sure I like that in this matchup. So I'll just keep the Get Lost. Okay, Beza. Okay. Dang. We're gonna lose to those forges. Alright, so... Is there anything in this deck that can kill the forge? No. So that's a bummer. Okay, so let's Surveil to an answer, kill the Beza. Okay, giving things flying might be able to wait to finish off the game. I like that. Oh, right. If they... I don't have enough to double activate the 3/3s. They have a 4/4 that can block. I kind of want to get the value of the Carrot Cake before I play the temporary lockdown, so let's do that. Even though I'll lose the 1/1, I think I'd rather get the life. Archangel Elspeth. Oh, that's right, you could use it to draw. Didn't think about that. Alright, I say let's try to get the... I guess that they can't activate the 4/4, so maybe they just go chump chump. Or they just take the damage, okay. Well, I'm not sure I actually want to temporary lockdown here. Because if I'm going to give something flying with Archangel Elspeth, I'm not sure I like that. So I guess we'll just do the Fountain Port end of their turn. Okay. Yeah, I guess like if I had temporary lockdown, they wouldn't get the value off of the map tokens. Could have wiped all of this. Maybe it was right to temporary lockdown. But we're flirting with being able to kill them, right? I mean, like, at least there's a chance. Okay, so we make another 3/3. Luckily they haven't hit a get lost yet. Or my caretaker, but caretaker, they could have it and be planning on, let's see. So we want to do Urbrask's Forge and then Archangel Elspeth. I think. Just maximize the amount of aggression coming at them. See, that's going to double tap my fountain ports. I don't think it's going to really matter. Oh, so they're running a braid instead of get lost. Interesting. Okay. So that's an option for artifact hate I didn't think about. Just the braid. And I think I just want to give my thing flying. And then we're going to plan on get losting one of their tokens. Lightning Helix. Okay. That's unfortunate. They still have 2 lands available to activate their 4/4. Still think I'm just swinging in here. I guess that means that they can attack Archangel Elspeth, but they can kill Archangel Elspeth if they want to. Come on. This will be interesting to see. So usually I try to get the decks out faster, and this one's been out for a week. So maybe it's worth running some artifact hate for the Urbrask's Forge, because this is winning the matchup for them right now. Oh right, I could draw off of my tokens. Oh, Lightning Helix is a pretty good one to have. Why are they trying to make that one bigger? That I don't get. Okay, maybe they're just trying to win. So I think we want to create a token here and draw. How do we do this? This gives me 1 mana? I'm 1 mana shy? Oh, we can do the Elspeth's Smite, maybe. Elspeth's Smite should help up against the other one. Okay. So, if I tap this to create a token, it'll take 3 to do, and then 3 to do. So we have 1 white that I can hold up, which gives me the Elspeth Smite to one of the Urbrask's Forge, the larger one. I could pop the food if I'm in trouble. None of this I have to do now, so let's let them go. Okay, so if I pop the 6/1, they might be trying to, like... They might be trying to win with Lightning Helix. So let's go with... If if I can create 2 tokens and they don't have any blockers, we win. We can't die to double Lightning Helix. We're definitely dead next turn, though. Oh, and they're at 14. That's right. So the Lightning Helix offsets it. Okay, so must be nice to have an Urbresk's Forge to draw off of every turn. We would have practically gone through our deck if we had had. It's almost right to shoot my own dude. Right? Because this gives +2/+2. I create 2 3/3s to replace it. If it's not a legal target, they don't gain the 3 life. Whereas if I create the 2, I can hit for 11 next turn, right? 2, 3, 11. Plus the Lightning Helix to their face, though, just offsets it. So I think it's okay. I think it's a little fancy to shoot my own dude. All right, let's do this now. Maybe they're holding 2 Lightning Helix. Okay. If they have nothing, we win. Okay. So that does 11 damage. Do I want to Beza first? Definitely want to Beza first in case this isn't lethal, right? Because we can still Lightning Helix after. So I want to do this when it gains me the 4 life. Okay. Here we go. Drum roll, please. Hey, we got him. Let's go. All right, so far we've gotten the popular matchups outside of Mono-Red aggro or Rakdos aggro. So maybe we can catch one of those. Double interaction and a Forge. Seems okay. Still think we could lead out with this, I guess, because then this gives us both removal, and we can play the tap land on turn 2. Oh my goodness, this is 100% scripted. This is beautiful. I think I'm gonna just torch the Swift Spear. I feel like when I've held it up in the past, it just backfires so bad. So like we could hold it up in case they target it with a Monstrous Rage or something like that. But I think this is a good turn to get the... Do we need red? I don't think it really matters. Now they protect the Amberheart Challenger here, and I'm a little bit sad. This Urbresk's Forge in this matchup is not great, so there's an argument for keeping it at 3, actually. They can save this with the Monstrous Rage. So I'm not sure I'm supposed to play the Smite. Because there's so many cards they could play that would save it. But if I just play out the Forge next turn, then this is shields down anyway. All right, let's go for it. I could see this being totally wrong. But sometimes I feel like them using their combat tricks on the Emberheart Challenger is better than them using it on like the Cacophony Scamp or the Slick Shot Show Off, etc. All right, we are flooding out against Mono-Red. We need to draw some more interaction. Maybe I should have left the Prowess alive. Oh! We're up against Gruul aggro. Would you look at that? What's the chance that they're not running any forests? There's a chance they're not running any forests. And since I'm doing absolutely nothing else because we flooded out this game... Let's see. Maybe they're only running mountains and then non-basics? Damn it. Alright, well, you know what? It was worth a shot, okay? It was worth a shot. I did just thin their deck, though, so that makes them less likely to flood out. Okay, we need to hit a temporary lockdown. That's a pretty good one. Now you can only do this as a sorcery, so I can't copy a useful token right now. Like, I can't create a copy of it right now. Well, we want to use the Get Lost anyway. Instead of upping it. So we won't play the tap land. Is there any reason to play the Get Lost now? I don't think so. I think I'd rather wait for them to target the Heartfire Hero. All right, here we go. Could have a Snakeskin Veil. Still think I'm going to be greedy here. Waiting for them to target the Heartfire Hero. There it is. Now the other question is do they have Snakeskin Veil? And they don't. Okay, so now we need an answer for the giant questing druid. Cacophony Scamp, alright. Temporary lockdown, Sunfall, Get Lost. Guess we're just gonna have to try to card draw our way out of this then. See, if I pump up the Caretaker's talent, we're not likely to be dead next turn. We probably get one more turn. So if I do this up to level 3, then these are coming in and hitting for 5 and then 6, so that's not enough, right? 6 and then 7 should be one short. So I think I'm better off drawing for an answer to this and fountain porting to draw on their turn as well, because this triggers once per turn. And if we can finagle it, the best way to do this would be to play another Caretaker's Talent. So this plus this, yeah, we're good. We can play We can play this out and actually draw 2 next turn. Okay. Here we go. Not a sorcery, right? Not a sorcery. The other thing, too, is we can chump block the Questing Druid with our token. Okay, which I think, because of our life situation, I will. Okay, Sunfall is an answer. Might even actually get more than just the Questing Druid with the Sunfall. We did not. Okay, well, Carrot Cake is a lot of stabilization, but I feel like the Sunfall is really the 5/5 is really the only thing that's like problematic here, unless we can win. So 5 plus, we would need 10 mana to do that, so we can't do that. I think we play the Sunken Citadel. I kind of think Carrot Cake and Pop is pretty tempting. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd have to play a non-tapped land, so we can't play this. But I could go here, and that would still allow me to pop the Carrot Cake and create another one. Let's see, get lost or something? No, damn. This might be unnecessary risk. Because I could have just Sunfalled here. I could still Sunfall, I guess. It's probably the safest move instead of getting fancy. Because like what they could haste. We know that they have they buried the Cacophony Scamp. So they could have hasted it and then sacked it. I think this is probably just safest. And so like I should have done that before I created the 1/1 token. So it was a little bit of a mistake, but not doing too bad considering how badly we flooded. Okay, Slick Shot, show off. Okay. So now I'm pretty sure this, activate this and then pump up the token unless they have removal. I think we're good there. We had 9 lands, so we couldn't quite do the double activation. And maybe I actually missed an activation on one of the because you can only do it as a sorcery. But anyway, that's the 4th win there, and that one I think is close enough to Mono-Red Prowess that it's the 40-minute mark. Deck went undefeated. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. The deck seems really well positioned in the meta right now and is an absolute blast to play. I like the build that I was a little bit nervous about the 4 Urbrask's Forge, but after playing against Mono Red, I don't know. It won that match, right? It won that match against Girl Prowess, but usually the Urbrask's Forge is a little bit weak to the pressure because it doesn't create any blockers, right? It's a 3 mana do nothing on defense. So can kind of see that as a justification for the 3 copies. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below, what's been working for you, what you think would be fun to explore. And tomorrow I'll be going over my best of 1, or my meta breakers in best of 1, which are all mythic decks that hit at least 60% win rate over 50 matches and got well positioned in mythic. And we have a pretty good selection. Again, I try to pick them out throughout the week. Sometimes I grab more than others because of, depends on my schedule. Like I said, I had a pretty busy week. So, yeah. And then on Monday, my best of 1, best of 3 meta review. We'll be going over what the tracker says are the best decks. Curious to see when Boros tokens will make it into the top 8. I have a feeling it will. And covering the best of 3 tournament winners from the weekend on the standard challenge on Moto. So with that, have a wonderful weekend, everybody, and good luck crushing it and getting to Mythic and all that fun stuff. And if you're competing in the Arena Open, good luck. Maybe I'll see you on the field. Take care.